Marvin, where do we start with that one?
I wish I knew, honestly, Sandra. I wish I knew where to start. Let's start with a win, a positive. And, Carl Doherty coming on and getting his first goal for the club. Obviously, making his debut. He was sent on with one instruction, but it's not always an easy instruction to follow. But, I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was brilliant when he came on and he gave Gav a partner. Not only him, Toddy and Gibbo come off the bench as well. But, yeah, I'm really, really happy, to get that win and kind of, get us rolling.
It does, after last week's disappointment, getting the points on the board, and especially probably after the first 75, 80 minutes today.
Yeah, no, exactly. That was the important thing, getting the points on the board. And the boys, again, were moving the ball extremely well. At times we were impatient. I keep saying we're new together, that they'll learn that you have to be patient, you have to keep moving the ball, because times teams will switch off. They'll switch off or they become fatigued, and all of a sudden a ball come in the box and you can put it in the back of the net. That comes from all the work that the other boys are putting throughout the match and moving teams. Mentally and physically you tire. But I was thinking, it can't be another one of those days, can it? It really can't, because just going back to the Alloa game, I know a lot of people will see the result, but it's my job to go and watch that game 3 or 4 times since then. And our performance wasn't that bad, but the individual mistakes that we made were so unforgivable. And, I needed a reaction from the players today, and I got it from the whole group, by the way, because we conceded another poor goal today. I said to the boys at half-time, get your mate out of a hole, and everyone done that today by winning the game 2-1.
The first half, I thought we probably were more in control of it, and Harvey was getting some decent balls on there, but just didn't look as though it was going to go in the net.
No, exactly. Harvey was fantastic in the first half. We kept on feeding him the ball, whether it's to feet or in behind. Like you said, a few of those balls were flashed across the face of the goal. And to be honest, now I can say, Gav has been struggling through the week. He felt a little bit tight, but, he wanted to play this game of football. Obviously, he's on a great run. And probably a Gav who wasn't feeling a little bit tight would have got on the end of a couple of those. There was one that flashed across the face of the goalkeeper and the defender managed to get there. But I think Gav just held out. He'll be the first to admit that. But that's what I need, players putting their body on the line. And then now we'll look after him through the week and be raring to go next week. But no, I thought we were in control of the game the whole way through, if I'm honest. I really, really do. Although my emotions and my heart rate were absolutely everywhere, I did think we were in control of the game. And once we got the first goal, I knew we were going to get back and get a second one as well.
It was like that, wasn't it? As soon as you got the first one, you kind of looked for that second, expected that second.
Yeah, exactly. You do expect the second, and that's credit to Marshall and Granty, by the way, that Carl McClellan goal, because they've been working on that all week. They come up with the set plays and they've been working on that all week. And then yesterday, they're telling Carl he made the wrong run. They told him to make the right run, which was that. And he headed one in yesterday, headed one today. So that's why, the whole staff are so important, because without those two there yesterday, that goal doesn't go in. Obviously, Carl has to do his bit as well, which is fantastic. Not the next bit where he gets sent off. But yeah, it really is a team game, both on the pitch and off of it.
Disappointing for the red card. I saw his second yellow. It's one of those ones, You're not going
to dampen my mood today, Sandra. Honestly, all the emotions I felt there on the side, you're not going to dampen my mood with that. I'll deal with that red card tomorrow, and I know it's 2 bookings. We'll have Jack Bryden back next week, so he'll be able to come in and give us competition in there. We had Paul McCarr on the bench also, so we'll be well covered there as well.
You talked about the changes today. There was 4 in the starting lineup, so Daniel Church making his debut, Kyle Doherty coming off the bench, and so the squad's starting to take shape. And
it's starting to come together, definitely. Obviously, Church making a starting debut today, like you said, came on at half time in the Alloa game, and then he starts today. I know he's not fully up to speed, but at this moment in time I need him. It's needs must. And he went out there and gave me a good 60 minutes. Carl Doherty's trained now for fully this week. He's been chomping at the bit to get out there and play. He's been brought to the club in the summer alongside Churchy, and I know what Carl's about. I know what he offers us. Not only obviously putting the ball in the back of the net, but his hold-up play, his willingness to run in behind. He's a clever striker. So like you said, the squad is now starting to come together. We do need to add to it still. We're well aware of that, and I will be doing that. But we have to be patient with it. It's a long old season. I know it felt like after the first game, there's only 1 game to go, but it is a long old season, and we'll be where we need to be come May.
Another player that looked to be kind of struggling a little bit today was Regan Mimnoch. Did he have an issue?
Yeah,
today?
Regan had an issue before the game with his back. And spasmed up a bit. Again, he wanted to play this game of football, so he put him out there. I think at times you can see maybe he wasn't as mobile as he normally is. He was struggling to get around. He's also walking like he's done the hardest chest session in the gym ever, with his hands out everywhere. But again, he wanted to play. And Harry started to feel his neck during the game as well. Lee Connolly's stretching off. I'm not sure last time he played 90 minutes. I don't think it's been for a long, long time. But that's where he is. He's out there, he's putting his body on the line and he's stretching. So, there was a lot of tired bodies out there. There were a lot of sore bodies before the game, and again now with slight knocks, and then we can bring on our captain Josh Todd to come and shore us up anyway. So competition's there. We need to add some more competition, and so we can freshen things up a little bit more. But no, I'm delighted with every single player out there.
Toddy finishing up centre half.
Exactly, and do you know what? It sums the guy up because he's so disappointed he's not started today. But he doesn't take that into there. He deals with it away. Ultimate professional. Then he comes on for Regan. Then we get Carl sent off, and I pull Toddy in and I say, I need you to go into the back three. He said, do you want to go on the right of it or the left of the three? He said, Gaffer, I don't care. I'll just go out there and defend. And that's what you need, honestly, because it's been so easy for him to, throw his dummy out kind of thing and be like, I don't want to go into defence. I've just come on as a sub. He said, I'll go each other side. And he started on the left of it, and then we switched him to the right because Cammy's got more legs than Toddy, and we realised what they were trying to do in terms of the switch of play. But listen, absolutely brilliant. 1 minute he's running into the box, the next minute he got somebody sent off. He's defending in here, putting his body on the line, and that's what I expect. And that's what I know I get from Josh Todd. It's a pleasure to be around. 2
crucial saves as well. 2 crucial clearances, should I say?
Yeah. Exactly, brilliant blocks. And we spoke about our ruthlessness, in terms of our own box and the other box, and we showed that today. Putting your body on the line and blocking things. I think Gordon comes out for one he doesn't actually make, and then somebody blocks the next one. Being there for your mate, and that will grow over time. That will grow. That kind of teamwork will continue to grow as we get used to each other. But all I expect is 100% effort, and I definitely got that from the players today. Disappointed last week because we didn't deserve to lose that game in terms of the performance, but the sloppy goals. You can't afford to give away 4 goals like we did last week.
And it's kick on now.
It is kick on. One thing I'll say to the boys is go and enjoy your Saturday today because you deserve it. And what I mean by that, go and rest and be around your families and your friends because you've worked extremely hard out there today. And we've got a new motto in there, earn your rest at the weekend. And the boys have done that today. Done that throughout the week and have done that again today, putting that performance on. But we will kick on again, I can promise you that. And my heart rate's just coming back down to normal, so I'm going to go in now and get some pizza.
Just before you do that, though, Annan next. The first kind of derby between the two. Mm-hmm. A big game to look forward to. A massive game because it's our next game, and a game that we're going to go out there and we're going to prepare for. We're going to come up with a game plan and we better execute it as the boys did today in parts. And yeah, listen, it's a huge game for the players, for the club, for the fans, for me as a manager and my staff. But we'll be more than ready when it comes to next Saturday. We know it's going to be an extremely tough game. We have to be physical, and we will be, and we'll be ready for that game. And we're looking to come out with a positive result for sure.